Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you two different ways to use taco meat other than tacos. So let's get started. First off, we're going to get all of our stuff cooked up. I had some leftover ground meat that I used, had some leftover from another recipe. So we're going to go ahead and get that browned up, and I've got some corn and some black beans heating up on the back of the stove. And I just seasoned those up with some salt and pepper, garlic and onion, and I put a little bit of butter in the corn. And I just let mine cook until it cooks most of the liquid out, and that way it just kind of takes on all those flavors. Now, normally I don't put tomatoes in my taco meat, but for this I do, because I don't necessarily like raw tomatoes, but I do like cooked tomatoes. So I put some tomatoes right in my taco meat, and then just a little bit of water. I don't put the amount that it tells you to when you're making, like reading off the package directions, because I put those tomatoes in there and they had liquid in them already. So then I just dump me some taco seasoning right over the top, and then I'm just going to cook until this soaks all that liquid up, or cooks all that liquid out, I should say. And then we're going to be ready to get us some nachos put together, y'all. Do y'all ever order nachos from a restaurant? If you order especially from delivery and they get to your house and they soggy? Well, this will remedy that. You can make your own nachos at home, y'all. So while my taco meat's over there simmering, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fight this head of lettuce out of this bag. And I'm going to go ahead and get my lettuce all chopped up. Now, this thing is just a salad spinner, and I got it off of Amazon. I'll link it down below if I can find the link for it. But y'all, this thing, I didn't realize, lettuce ain't nothing but water anyway. But I didn't realize how much water I wasn't getting out of my lettuce until I started using one of these things. And this thing's good for fruit and everything. But look at that, y'all. Look at all that water. And I had washed that. Y'all didn't see that. Oh, Lord, look at them sad-looking green onions. Every time I order green onions from a grocery pickup, they come looking just pitiful and sad. But I did find some good ones in there, so I just went ahead and I chopped them up. Now, I put me a little bit of wax. Y'all know how I love wax paper. I'm going to go ahead and I just put me a little wax paper down. And these are just some chips I had left over from when we had Mexican one night. And normally I don't use restaurant chips for this, but that's what I had, so that's what I used. And this dip, you just get it at Walmart. It's not but a couple of dollars. Y'all, this is some really good queso dip. If you've never tried this brand, it is really, really good. So I just start off by putting a little bit of cheese down on my chips, and then putting a little bit of the shredded cheese on there. And then you see me picking because I didn't want just burnt cheese down on my darn wax paper. So then I'm going to take my taco meat, and when you're doing this, just make sure that you get the ingredients, whatever ingredients you're using, just make sure you get a little of everything on each chip, and that way you're not going to pick up a chip that don't have anything on it. I hate when I order nachos at a Mexican restaurant and they look so good and they'll have just stuff piled on top, and then it'll be 12 feet of nothing but dry chips underneath. So this is how I do mine, y'all. We remedy that situation. So you just add your black beans and your corn on here. And then I'm going to go ahead, and add a little bit more queso. Now look, these restaurant chips are thin, y'all. And I probably shouldn't have put quite this much stuff on them because I had to fight with them to eat them. But any kind of store-bought chips, like the thicker chips, the corn chips, those work perfect for this. But these work fine too. So I just put all my little ingredients on there, and then one last little layer of cheese. And then I put these in the oven on broil for like 2 minutes. You just got to kind of watch them. Once your cheese melts, they're done. So then I'm going to go ahead and I flicked a piece of corn there that's trying to escape. So I go ahead and just add me a little bit of salsa. I'm going to put my green onions on there, and then I'm going to add my lettuce on there. Now, you add whatever. You can put sour cream on this. You don't have to use the black beans or the corn. But, nachos, a lot of times, if you're just doing meat and cheese, you eat a few nachos and you're going to be hungry a little while later. This way, you got a whole lot of stuff in there. and they'll keep you full. But y'all, look how good those look. These are so delicious, and they're super, super easy to make. Now, if you're enjoying my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, because I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you don't want to miss anything, y'all. So, of course, when you make taco meat and you live by yourself at home like I do, you got a lot of meat left over. So I wanted to give y'all some options of other things that you can do in case you do make tacos, but you don't necessarily want tacos or nachos every night. So I like to do yours how you want. This is how I do mine. I just put a whole bunch of lettuce down in the bottom, and then this is leftovers the next day. This is what I had for lunch. So I just heated me up some of that taco meat I had left over. And I also did a video on how to do burritos with this leftover stuff, y'all. So I'll link that one up above for y'all. Y'all can go check that out. Everything turns out so good. So I just heat my meat up, and I put it right over the top of my lettuce. And I used to think this was kind of weird because that's cold lettuce and hot meat, and it just sounded strange to me. But it works. Somehow it works, y'all. So you just pile whatever ingredients you want on here. The only thing that I didn't put on here, because I forgot about it, was normally you can take like some of those little tortilla strips, or just maybe some crushed up tortilla chips, just to give your salad a little bit of crunch. But I forgot when I was making mine. I was just so hungry, y'all. I was trying to hurry up and eat. So I just put my corn and my black beans on there. And then I'm going to add all the rest of my little ingredients, because I had a lot of stuff left over. I put my salsa on there. I put some cheese. I put my olives, my green onions. But like I said, you don't have to put the same stuff that I put. You can add tomatoes. You can add sour cream. You can add the chips. You can add just anything you want to, y'all. But this is really, really good. And again, when you have a salad, a lot of times you don't stay full. But if you load this sucker here up with the black beans and the corn, and you got all that taco meat, it's going to keep you full. You're not going to have to worry about that. So just load it up, honey, because it's a salad, so it's healthy. Then that's our story, and we're going to stick to it, y'all. But just pile it on up with whatever you want, and that's it. Now you've had nachos, you got some salads, you can make a regular taco. You can have so many options for Taco Tuesday. You don't just have to eat tacos all the time, y'all. There's so much more you can do with your meat. And look how beautiful this salad turned out. And it was so delicious. So make sure that y'all try some of these, or if you have a different version of something that you do with taco meat, let me know, because I might want to try what you do too. Don't forget about these nachos, y'all. Look how good them look. They're good, y'all. I'm telling you. You can't go wrong with taco meat. And it's inexpensive, and you can eat on it all week and have a different meal every single night.